We know the players enjoyed the rest. They get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
MP, no good. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Morant missing. And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple.
When you put in the work, you're going to get the results. And you can see that MP has been putting in the work.
Morant passes to Bane. To the left wing. Stewart against Adams. Back to Bane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And Bane drops them both.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Lee. Passes it to MP. Right side Bagley. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks against Lee. Brooks outside. Jackson finds Morant. And that one, good.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lee outside. Floats it up for MP. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And what goes up must come down. Plenty of athleticism there on that dunk by MP.
Pass to Bain. And here is Brooks, covered by MP, and stolen by MP. Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Pistons. And here we go, the Pistons fast break. Pass to Stewart. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons? Free throw good, Stewart. And he's a physical 6'8" center for the Pistons, and it's easy, Greg, to see why Isaiah Stewart has drawn comparisons to another great Piston, Ben Wallace.
Always a good thing being compared to a Hall of Famer. And Stewart, not just brawn, he's brains too. Watch his film, takes notes. He wants to be great.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Pistons. To the middle, wants to get it to Bain, and does.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Brooks with it. Now defended by MP. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Olenek is checked in for Stewart. Bain. He comes in for Marvin Bagley. Alec Burks checked in for Cade Cunningham. And Ivy subbed in for Lee. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
So here's Burks. The pass to MP. No good on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Williams passes to Jones. Williams kicks to Jones. Over Ivy. Here's Tillman. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis. Noel's checked in for MP.
At the line for 1.
One shot.
1 On the free throw, no good. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Pistons. Jones finds Williams. Pass to Tillman. 5 to shoot. Pass to Jones. The 3. Detroit with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
And so here's Memphis, following the 3 from Alec Burks. Here's Conchar. Burks covering. Pass to Jones. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Tillman. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lets it go from 11. The shot by Ivy, no good. Now Jones fires it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter.
Lead by 1.
Got 1 quarter down.
Don't go away.
More to go.
We'll be back momentarily.
15 Memphis, 17 Detroit.
Keeping us all in motion.
Here we go.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Lee out there with Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's MP. And it's Bay in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Dallas played phenomenal. He added 33 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. That game was just the latest example of how hot he's been. We'll see if anyone can cool him down tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality. Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Over Lee. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Cunningham outside. And there's the pass to MP. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul. First team.
It goes on Dylan Brooks. The Pistons have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Number 30, MP.
That free throw, no good.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode. Every play trying to do more for his team. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Bain. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. They get it back. And lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the immovable object
Once Adams gets position, he keeps it. That is a terrific rebound.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And that one misses. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He set some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large unit.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And there's a whistle. That will go on Saban Lee. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here. Diallo's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, Hamidou Diallo.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Outside, Bain. And the basket by Jackson. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And here's MP for three. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Detroit not good that time either.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Grizzlies out in front, up by 2.
Your Pistons, 37. The Grizzlies, 39.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. MP really making a difference here.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Another miss by MP.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Jackson kicks to Brooks. Floats it up there for Morant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
It's Brooks on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brooks has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Morant kicks to Bain. Out to the wing. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around, and that one's good. Brooks.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pistons trail by 3. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Out to Brooks. Morant passes to Adams. Back to Morant. The teardrop falls in. Morant's got 9.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Cunningham outside. Bagley the pass to MP. For the lead. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
9 points in the game so far.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Passes to MP. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. Here's Brooks. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And there's the bucket from MP.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, Bain. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Morant. With some arc. Bagley with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
MP finds Bagley. Back to MP. Pass to Lee. Back to MP. Stewart trying to get open. Detroit getting another chance here. MP, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Bain against Cunningham. Jackson trying to break free. Bain with the bucket. Bain's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, here's Ivy. Sadiq Bey is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's Ivy. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
For Detroit, Bey, Sadiq Bey.
That one is off. Well, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Detroit making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Bain passes to Adams. Back to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. Here's Adams. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. MP outside. Pass to Bey. Kicks it out to MP. Bay passes to MP, and good that time. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Man, you watch MP. He is so talented. And this man, let me just tell you, he's determined.
Back to Jones. And the pass to Bain. And the rejection by MP. Shot from 12. Here's Bagley. Count the basket and the foul. That one's on Morant.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you
Thank
whack
you.
Bagley,
Coming
he's
to the stream. How's
outstanding
it
at
going?
fighting through it.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the
Throw a
Grizzlies.
comment.
Dylan Brooks. He's checked in
Have
for
no problem with
Jones.
it. Playing some 2K23.
At the
Find the
line
lane.
for one.
Find the lane. One shot.
Thanks for checking out the stream.
That's good from Bagley.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
From 15 feet away, and it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, looks like somebody came out this half on a mission, and his intensity on offense has been fun to watch.
Lee passes to Bay. Kicks to MP. Steps back and fires. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Brooks. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9
No
tries.
defensive break,
He's
though.
shooting 78%.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
It's stolen by Adams, and it's Memphis on the break. Brooks has got the ball, and Morant gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Memphis
guys,
lead.
for that.
It's been all about Ja tonight.
wasn't a
Can
great
score
stretch
in
for you
so
guys to
many
see.
different ways.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to
Throw
talk it
counting
over.
down so I know who's
Well, it's
watching.
been
How's
an
it going?
express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
If you
We
haven't
can see
subscribe
over
to the
here,
stream,
the coach,
I
he
appreciate
has
it.
some
Thank
choice
you.
words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Tell your friends.
Stewart checked in for Detroit.
Let's do this. Oh, come in. Let's
We're in
skip
the
it.
MV's checked in for Bay. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
Oh.
From deep. Detroit with the rebound. Bagley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Cunningham on the wing. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select
How'd I
group
miss
of
that?
individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Ja Morant.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Joseph, the pass to MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And then it switches to early.
So it's the Grizzlies now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Joseph against Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First personal foul. Team second.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Memphis. Jones. Tyus Jones.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long.
Yeah, I got defensive bad.
Hey, what you working on? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Woo-hoo! I got you quiet real quick.